Okay, so I'm starting. Where we left off, y'all just got through the illusion trust exercise where that Faye put you through to test your abilities. Let me set some music. Um,
What are you eating?
I got some gum. I got some gum. I'll take it out. So y'all just finished that, and Faye was like leading you through like a portal into the Outlands to start on your journey to the temple that she wants you to go to, and y'all were about to do that. So one thing that is true for Malos is you're inspired right now. So whenever you, at the end of the battle, whenever you played like the Ballad of Faye and you turned Faye from her chimera form into her like normal form, that was an inspiring moment. So you now have inspired. So go to review. Inspired means that it's like a light switch. It's either you either have it or you don't. It doesn't stack, and once you use it, it just switches off, and then you can get it again. But basically, it just means you can use it on any roll. I think only 20s, like only whenever you roll a d20, you can gain advantage on that roll. So
Okay, do I have to do it before I roll?
Let me think about that. Yeah, you have to decide to. I'm going to use inspiration on this before you roll, I'll say, but I can look that up later.
Okay.
So are we? Everything is rolling over, because I know I had Kyle cast something on me that allowed me to re-roll, and so did Will.
No,
And
those
I have them written down. They're gone.
That was just for the instance.
Yeah, those were within the encounter.
Okay.
So y'all are now like half hour, an hour away from whenever y'all were in battle. So those things roll off, but inspiration does not. Inspiration carries through. All right, what do y'all see now?
A blurry ass. Okay, better not.
Blurry ass. You got to zoom out. You got to zoom the fuck out.
It's good now. It just took it a second to load.
Okay.
It's a guy standing, and there's a grid.
There's a blurry ass in the distance.
We're gonna 4D this if we're using this grid.
Okay. So this is like what y'all are staring out into right now through this portal. And again, you're on Faye's like floating fortress castle that she has like over I think it's the Sea of Storms. And Raphael's there, and she explained earlier, just to refresh, that Raphael is like her assistant / like lieutenant that she works with, and he's going to be escorting you. So, and she explained that she's worked with him for years. He's done contract work for the Mages Guild whenever she was there, and then whenever she got exiled, he went with her to continue working with her. He's like a bodyguard type escort adventurer, and he's going to serve as your escort, like I said, on this specifically. He lives in Wake, so he tells you this. He's independently operating in Wake right now, but now he's come back to help with this request that Faye just made of him. He lives in Wake, and he has contact with like some of the mercenary companies there. It's kind of like his background. So Faye's kind of sizing all up before y'all leave, and she has some commentary like on the battle in general about how Darian fucked up by trying to ride the unicorn, but then he completely redeemed himself with the 360 no scope. She commends you on that. She obviously commends Malos on the song he played. She's humbled by that choice of song. It's one of many that's sung in her name. She reminds you, and she like does mention that she reminds y'all that y'all still have y'all's requests to make of her, as far as like your reward, your individual rewards. And she tells you that you can make them before you embark, but obviously you still have to complete the mission before she would come on her end of the bargain. But before like you make your request, she thinks she can guess each one of them for y'all. So for Malos, she says you're probably going to want a magical instrument of some kind, given that you're a bard, or perhaps the knowledge of some especially hard to play song, like perhaps like the ability she could imbue you with the ability to play a song is what she's thinking you'll probably want. She doesn't know the specifics of that, but that's her guess. For Agalor, she's pretty sure you want some information, and that's something that she can provide ample amounts of. For Sirocco, she's thinking that you probably want a powerful magic item of some kind. maybe a weapon, maybe a whip. Croonan, she says that he probably wants something that she cannot provide, but you can still ask. You can still ask if you want.
So fucking leave.
Darian, she's thinking that you want a bigger sword and maybe a crossbow, and you're not really sure what she means when she says
John's
that.
compensating.
Wait, no, we rolled for dick size.
Yeah.
What was John's?
It was like a average.
Everyone was like below average except for Croonan. That's canon. That's canon.
Wait,
Okay.
Croonan is Kyle's character?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Croonan's Kyle's character.
I'm
He
changing
was
mine.
the dwarf with the long dong.
I'm
Yeah.
changing mine to I want the Magnum dong.
So y'all can make your requests now. Those are her guesses.
No.
Do we have to?
You don't have to make them now, but she's saying you can.
No. Tell her to fuck off.
Is that your final answer?
No. I'll hold off.
Can we wait until we complete it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she's saying she's like giving you the option to do it now if you wanted.
Okay,
Can we do
I'm
it
gonna-
at any point in the process?
I mean, you're talking to her right now, so like, you could the next time you see her.
Okay.
Okay. So okay.
You could have said yes or no, but that's fine.
Wait, what did you ask? What did you ask? No, I
I'm
didn't.
saying, like, if
you
we're in
cut
the
out.
middle of like this thing, or is it like, can I make this request? Whatever.
You're
Fuck
saying,
it.
you're
Move
saying,
on.
can you make this request like in the middle of a battle? You just call up to the sky, Faye, give me a big dick, and like it'll just happen.
She's a fucking chimera. She's already got taps on us, obviously.
I should have smoked before this. This is awful.
Is that your character, or is that you?
Both.
Both.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so she says there's no other business to attend other than like getting started. But she has one more thing she needs to give you. She gives you a small like cube, like a tesseract, and she says it's a small Cyanzi artifact, and it's for them. So she hands it to whoever's nearest. And Cyanzi is something that y'all would already know. It's in the lore of the world. Cyanzi is like an organization or like a movement, kind of like a style of thinking, like an ideal. But there's an organization dedicated to it also that's all about like technology. Because there's like technology in this world. It's not purely like fantasy. There's like, obviously there's castles that float in the sky. There's like ships. There's airships. There's things that are some technological advancement. And Cyanzi is just the, like I said, organization or ideal that's around this. So y'all would know what a Cyanzi artifact would carry some import to you, but it's this cube and it's yours now. And she says it's for the purpose of escaping a bad situation. She says when you find yourself in a jam, roll it like a die. And she hands it to you. So now y'all can step through and carry on your way. That's all she has to say.
We have all our shit back, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're fully equipped with whatever armor and weapons you started with.
All right. I walk through the portal
Okay.
Wait, who has the cube?
with like a wry
We all have
smile
cubes.
to Faye and a nod in her
Wait,
direction.
we all got
So
cubes?
Malus has the cube, and y'all can decide amongst yourselves what happens from there.
I
Obviously.
kill Malos.
That's
You
your final
done,
answer?
motherfucker.
I said at the beginning of this whole thing that those jokes are going to become final answers.
Hold on.
That's
I'm gonna
fine.
go turn.
I'm not going to ask you, "Are you sure?" Most of this, I'm going to try not to ask you, "Are you sure?"
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm upset that Malos has the cube, but
I give the fucking cube to.
no.
What is that
No.
conversation like? Are you internally harboring this? Are you going to make
No,
your
no,
thoughts
I
known?
just, I give him. I mean mug him just a little bit, and then I follow him.
All right, Will, Malice, roll an insight check to see how well you see that mean mug and what that mean mug possibly means.
That's a D20.
Yeah, and add your
Alright, so
insight.
it's /R 1D20.
Pretty quiet.
That's an 8.
Okay, so you see him looking at you, but you really can't discern what what his look is. You just think it's normal. I ran a
All
mind
right,
contact.
I shrug and move on.
Okay. Okay, so y'all move through. Whenever y'all come out of the portal, what you see is like kind of like this picture up on the screen, like the Outlands. The terrain is it's like plains and desert combination, and like there's some forested, more like vegetative area, but like what you see on the picture. But for the most part, it like becomes like a kind of like a plateau desert plains area. So that's what it looks like. So y'all begin on your journey. Now, this is just like y'all making your way across the landscape. And while you're doing this, I'm going to let y'all decide what y'all talk about and stuff. But before we go into that, or like what you're going to share, because y'all just literally met each other. And again, Raphael is the person like leading you, but he's kind of he's just there. And like if you ask him stuff, he can respond. But I wanted to go through the 5 rumors. So this is like out of game. Y'all all gave me 5 rumors, except for Will. And y'all know what those rumors are for yourselves, and you know what the content of each one of them are. But like y'all, like I said, y'all are like level 1, level 2 characters in the world, so you're above average, like known. So like y'all would have some like rumors like floating around in the general populace about yourselves. Like not everyone knows who you are, but each of y'all have heard these rumors about each other. So I was gonna go through them, and again, I'm speaking from the sense that like, y'all already know this, and there's like 5 for each one of you. So Agalor, now again, Alejandro, describe what your character looks like to remind everyone.
Oh, fuck.
Because if you don't remember, then we're fucked.
Pack it up.
Average height for like a elf, wearing like bark tree armor.
Yep.
Have like a staff and a bunch of bows, and then I look like a shitty hippie. A lot of braids.
Okay.
I smell bad,
Okay. So
And you're smoking.
and I'm angry. I smoke and reefer.
How are you angry? How can people tell that you're angry?
I just have like.
Or can they tell? Is it all contained?
No, I just have I have a general darkness about me.
You're just describing yourself.
Okay, that's a little bit vague, but that's fine. I don't know what general darkness means. Like you have like one strand of hair over your eye, and you're a little bit edgy, or like.
I'm not. Edgy's not the right word I would describe it.
You're an edgelord.
Yeah, I'm an edgelord.
What you're describing is an edgelord, whether you want to use that or not.
You just
I'm
said
an
you're
edgelord.
like.
I'm an elvish
mad,
edgelord. I look like Kurt Cobain. I'm gonna overdose
Okay.
in front of all of you, and you're gonna have to carry my dead body around.
Okay. So with all that in mind, you're a ranger. People would know your trade. So these are the 5 rumors about Agalor.
Ranger Druid.
Ranger Druid, yeah, cross class. So you're known for creating medicines and remedies. I mean, that's a relatively stock characteristic of a druid, I suppose. You go out of your way to take care of animals and like the forest. You're a preserver of nature. So that's 2. You once afflicted a whole settlement with a plague that wiped it out. I don't know what the details of that settlement are. You once attempted to study necromancy. And finally, you are allegedly able to call upon animals to be able to attack enemies. Those are things that are swirling about Agalor's character. Okay? Darian. John, describe Darian. Darian's appearance and whatnot.
So yeah, just average height for a half elf, like 5'8", 180. It's like average age is like
180.
65.
Jesus Christ. Fat ass.
Blue eyes, pale skin, silver hair.
I'm in awe of the absolute size of this lad.
John's a fucking unit.
He's a unit. Okay.
We ruined it. Sorry, John.
So, is there anything else?
I mean, I'm just like a paladin wearing chainmail.
Is there anything underneath the chainmail?
A nice
I think
unit.
that's covered by armor. No, I'm just kidding, I don't know.
Okay. So Darian Elatarl, half elf. So these are the 5 rumors. His parents were highborn and overthrown in a rebellion. That's 1. He had a serious problem with alcohol in the past and refuses to drink now because of it. He is on a quest for some form of vengeance, which has led him to once slaying his allies. He slaughtered an Orcish tribe in a fit of rage. And finally, he was brainwashed as a child by a sorceress who removed his knowledge of childhood. Now that is some specific ass knowledge that y'all have about him as a rumor.
I didn't know this would be shared.
He did like the
I
Anakin.
know. I thought
The
these would be
Anakin killing sand people.
No, these are rumors about yourself. They're not like internal secrets. I said rumor, so that's a very clear thing. So if these were meant to be secrets, they're now canon rumors. So you have to deal with that. Okay, so Crunan is not here to speak for himself, so I'll speak for him. He's a dwarf cleric that has traditional cleric garb, big beard, his dwarf size. I mean, you can picture a dwarf. So his rumors, he's loyal and dependent, but he's also naive and easy to swindle. He's very devoted and driven, but easy to be persuaded through appeals to authority. And finally, my original family, or Crunan's original family, was wealthy and would pay good money for his return. Original family, you don't really know the context of that, but there's an original family that's wealthy. Sirocco, you're next. What do you look like?
I look like my picture.
So you're Oberyn.
No. But I might look similar to him.
What's your last name? Pascal? Is it Pedro?
No.
You're a beaner from Beantown.
I got a bean peen.
Yes.
Either way.
There it is. Okay, Sirocco. Sirocco is, you can kind of tell this by his like fitness and just like his look, but he's highly skilled in martial arts. And by your estimation and whatever degree you want to decide, he's, quote, not to be fucked with. Sirocco killed his own brother to get back the noble seat that was intended for him. He can also draw a woman away from anyone. But he has poor control of temper and is prideful and arrogant. I don't know how much of this you can tell just by looking at him, but
Sounds like a real piece of shit.
it's all okay, and then Malos. So you're Will, describe Malos and then also give me the 5 rumors.
Yeah. So Malice is a fighter bard he's like 6'2", 6'3", 190 pounds. He's like 40 years old. Has like sort of dusty blonde hair, and is kind of just like dressed like a normal fighter with a lute, and he's got like scars and shit on his face from his years as a soldier.
Yep.
And his 5 rumors are he once led the defense of a fortress against a bandit attack while singing a lewd song about having sex with a woman. He's known for fierce loyalty to his comrades, known for extreme cruelty toward bandit prisoners, tends to drink way too much, and knows over 5,000 songs.
Damn, that's a big playlist.
Walking iPod.
Okay, so on this journey, y'all are all like, I guess you have this and these things in mind. If y'all didn't write those down, I can like send them to you, just so like y'all know this stuff. But like y'all, I want y'all to tell me what it is that how you go about this travel. Like, is everybody just walking in silence, eyes forward? Are y'all? What is the way of your traveling? So, the distances travel according to Raphael and Faye before y'all left is like y'all are leaving early in the morning, and you can expect to get there by like dusk. So it's like within a day's travel. So do you conversate with people? You can tell me the content of the conversations, or just I don't know. How y'all traveling?
I pull out my lute and I'm kind of just strumming a light, like sort of airy song while we're walking.
Okay.
And I'm just sort of whistling to myself.
Yeah, and y'all are walking. You're not on like a carriage or anything because y'all got transported to an area that was already out in the Outlands through the portal. Just to add some context.
I'm kind of looking around all the time, looking at the different fauna, all that good shit. I'm into it. I enjoy being out here, out in nature, almost like communing, just kind of being around, seeing all the animals, seeing all the plants. It's good stuff.
So
Good
so everything you said about your character, is this the same person?
I mean, I enjoy nature. I just don't enjoy anything else.
Okay. Okay.
Nature's the only thing you connect with.
Yeah, see? Fucking
Jones about to change your fucking alignment.
Bean Peen Man. Bean Peen Man gets
We're
me.
not in
Get you.
alignment, but y'all can everyone can roll insight because none of y'all know what he just said. He's saying what he's doing, but y'all can all roll insight to find out about how much him being enthralled and like looking around is a product of the things he just said.
Fuck.
So add your insight modifier to that.
Nice.
So everybody's oblivious except for Sirocco, kind of. You can kind of tell that he's like more interested in nature than he is with anything else, but not well. It's just a
Not well.
it's just a slight feeling. Okay, so what about Darian and Sirocco? What are y'all doing?
I'm trying to get to know my party, talking about old war stories and seeing their experience in battle.
Okay, Malice, do you engage him on that? Because you have that. I mean, it's up
I
to you.
do. I do engage him on that.
Yeah, you have that shared history. Okay.
So I ask him what his I don't know that much about him, so I ask him what like specifically his like history with battle is.
Yeah, what is it? You can respond to that however you want.
You're a paladin, right, John?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
like a knight of a certain kingdom or something?
Trying to remember. Let me look at my lore. I forgot what the town was.
He's like, let me consult my notebook here. Oh, my name is Darian.
I actually don't remember where I'm from either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't name one.
I mean, y'all's job is to have one thing open, and that's your character sheet.
My character sheet's open. I just didn't name where I was from.
Okay, yeah, no, that is one thing. Since you sent me your character sheet early, that's actually we could hash this out now. I didn't have the world map created yet, so based on if you've looked at the world map, like you can choose where it is that fits based on your backstory you wrote, where in the world you want to be from.
Okay, let me pull up the world map really quick. I have looked at it, but it's been a little while.
Yeah, so there's the world map, and then I created a Google Doc world map lore that has like some snippets of context and lore around each of the settlements. So, Sirocco, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get to know the people, the group, telling them a little bit about myself. About that I'm a fallen monk,
What does that mean, fallen?
because I don't necessarily. I left the practice behind a long time ago due to various reasons, but I still value some of the things that I learned through
Right.
my time as being a monk. I just apply them differently.
Okay.
All right, I'm from Fallhold.
Fallhole. Where is that? Is it
It's in the west.
west?
It's like the port river town that's kind of
Okay, yeah.
above the Outlands.
Fallhold is like y'all are in the area of Fallhold. Like the Outlands is right next to this. So yeah. So you're kind of near where you're from. Alejandro, where's Agalor from again?
I fucking forgot. Let me pull
I
up the
know.
email. I'm from somewhere in the north.
I'm
Yeah.
from the east. I grew up in Felgroth, but
Oh.
like
I'm pulling up the
Felgroth.
email.
as a child, but then I was
Wait, Felgroth. So like, okay, Felgroth is so like the colors mean like what the predominant species there is, like race. So anything that doesn't have a color that's just white is like a very mixed society. Like I said, like this is an advanced society where like everybody's living together, even orcs. So red means orcs, orange means dwarves, and green means elves. So if you grew up in Felgroth, that's in primarily Elvish City. I'm not saying you can't be from there, but if you didn't know that, then you know
Yeah.
that now.
whenever I put my lore, I put a small village on the outside of Felgroth.
Okay. Yeah, because you're you're a half elf. Never mind. I thought you were human. I forgot. Yeah. So Felgroth. Okay, and then Will's on from other side of the map. Fallholt. Okay. And Sirocco, you're from
I'm from Ishnasor.
Ishnasor. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a big time Elvish city. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on these names. Okay, and then Sirocco, where are you from? You don't have to reveal this area.
Originally, well, I mean, the Sky Temple.
Beckinsale. Beckinsale's the Van Helsing town.
Beckinsale is exactly the Van Helsing town. It's completely neck decked.
I like that.
I'm originally from a desert city, Kalimshan.
Okay, so
But-
Kalimshan, I remember seeing this in your thing. Kalimshan is
Most
from
recent.
Forgotten Realms. That's like an entirely different world. So
Yep,
if you want to
that's where
carry
I'm
that,
fucking from.
okay, yeah, I know. I had something in store for this, like as a joke. I wrote some stuff out, but like, I just want to confirm this. I want to confirm that is your decision, because if you're from Kalimshan,
side conversation,
then if you're from Kalimshan, there's a multiverse, and there's an infinite number of universes, and y'all are going to all of them, and we're playing this until we're 99 years old.
what my plan was.
Okay.
But there was supposed to be a bomb I dropped later on.
And you're forcing that. Okay, yeah, you're not revealing that to
Every
anyone.
time.
Everyone's gonna have to suspend what the
They
jury.
already
The
know
jury's
it.
gonna have to
I mean,
suspend all that you just heard.
No one even remembers their character name, so hopefully you guys forget by next time.
Okay, well, we're hoping to make things more memorable as we go. Okay, so you're revealing. So you're from Kalimshan, but you were part of the monk order. I want everybody to roll.
The Sky Temple.
Yeah, no, the Sky Temple. So I was about to say, I want everybody to roll history on how much you know
Kind
about
of
the
gave
Sky
up on
Temple.
that name, by the way. You went a little simple on that one.
The Sky Temple.
Yeah.
Look,
Just called Sky
look,
Temple.
I
Everybody
created an
else has
entire world. So shut the hell up.
Inshore and all this stuff. Okay. What are we rolling? Insight?
Hey, let me tell you something about monks, though. They're simple people.
You bastard.
No, history.
I'm not.
Everybody roll history. Simple is a good thing.
Oh, that's a critical 20.
Oh shit.
That's
Malice
why I
has
didn't get along with
Malice
the
has
church.
infinite knowledge
That's
of
why
the
I
Sky
didn't get
Temple.
along with the church.
I'm
I
gonna-
wasn't a simple man.
What the fuck am I goddamn
Malice
doing?
can see everything right now. Okay, so Malice, this is for you. Sirocco, you don't have to roll for that since you're from there. You know like a lot about it. You're not from there, but you trained there. So Sky Temple, if you go to the world map, you go to the south region. It's below. It's like off the coast. It's in the sea of like the southern end of the Sea of Storms, next to like Slightwood and Evelyn, off the coast of Evelyn. It says Cloud Temple's on the map, but it's the Sky Temple. So all it is it's like this legendary temple where monks go to train, and there's some very powerful people in the world, like heroes and even villains that have come, that have spent time there and trained and accessed the powers of the monks. And you now know Sirocco's from there. If he revealed that, I think he did, because he said he left the order behind, and I'm assuming you named it as the Sky Temple, or you would know that. So that's what you know about the Sky Temple, Malice.
Okay.
I don't know if that's whether you like once thought about becoming a monk, or I don't know why you know that much about it, or if you studied it. It's up to you.
I have expertise in history.
Okay, so you're just a history buff. Fair enough. Okay, so if everybody's got their shit out, then y'all are almost there. So y'all would be arriving at like dusk. So so Raphael explains, kind of like gives some context to like what y'all are going into. So this is like a temple, an orc religious site, like a temple in the Outlands, that there's this key that Faye was especially vague about, like what its purpose is, but there's some kind of artifact that's going to serve as a key at this place, and it's like an old orcish religious site. It's supposed to be abandoned, but you're in the Outlands, you never know. That's why she was picking people that she thought could handle themselves, including Raphael. So Raphael is kind of leading you up, and y'all come upon like some cliffs that lead down into like a valley. So let me move the screen here. So what can y'all see? I guess y'all have to pull your characters out.
It's like all black except for the top right corner.
Yep. So Raphael kind of tells y'all to like get down as we come up to this valley, because he knows like the temple's kind of over this edge.
Yep.
I gotta create Raphael. Okay, so Raphael's kind of saying like, all right, let's come up clean over this ridge. Okay, so as y'all approach over here, you can kind of see over the edge, and I'm gonna unhighlight everything or like reveal. So y'all hear shouting over the edge in the cliff below. I don't know how to like. These sounds are really weird. Do y'all hear this?
Yeah.
It sounds like a dryer.
It's like a dryer with like alien technology.
Yeah.
Making some weird ass noise.
So you'll come up on the steps of what appears to be like, just to y'all's like left over the cliff is like what appears to be the top of the temple, and it's kind of like curved into the sand. It looks like it's like sunken, but you can see the entrance. Let me reveal it. It's not actually revealed yet. So over where this X is, down below y'all, is where like you see like the temple kind of entrance. There's a group of orcs down and to the right of y'all. And then, so over here. And then there's another group over here on the cliff. They're kind of standing above at the same height as y'all. And then down below over here, you can see like people like pinned behind rocks. You can like barely see the people over here. And they're all like shouting. Like you can all hear them like shouting at once. And Raphael's urging y'all to be quiet, but that's like kind of obvious because like no one knows you're there yet. Y'all are like suspended above. You see the steps that lead down. That's kind of like y'all are higher than anybody else there on this cliff edge. So you can see that one guy, this guy over here, behind the rock, he's like visible. He's like shouting everybody down to be quiet, and he's trying to play like deal maker. He's talking about like trying to come to an agreement and how everyone can like work this out. The guy over here is like a guy with a staff that's like standing below down here at the rocks is saying like, how much are you getting paid for this? And the guy over here the orcs over here are all just like shouting and like they're ready to like charge. They look like the most agitated of the group. And basically like they're all shouting, but you can kind of tell that this side over here is trying to make an agreement. We're trying to come to terms or like what is this worth? And then the ones over here are like concerned about how much everybody's getting paid for the job and whatnot. And as y'all are watching this, Raphael kind of explains that it looks like these are mercenaries, like if that wasn't obvious. And the orc group, by the banners kind of like on their armor, look like they're part of the Red Scar. He can't tell the people across the way because they're too far away. But the guys over here, down below in the rocks that are talking about trying to make a deal, look like they're from the Emeraldus company, so the Red Scar, are mostly orcs, and they're like really savage mercenaries. They'll like take any job, and they're like super brutal about it. Emeraldus is like a lot of elves, and they're more like refined, and they'll take more jobs that are more, refined. I don't know. And then the other group, you're not sure. So y'all are seeing this play out, and that's I'll pass it to you about what y'all do.
So can we? Is it? So it's not possible for us to like sneak down the stairs without being seen, right?
Not sure. I guess I'll do a better description of. So, I guess this whole area right here, other than obviously just like the steps leading down, is just like once you get beyond like the rocks, it's just like gravel leading down, like kind of like steeply. So you could theoretically try to like walk down that and get in, but also you can't see this guy over here.
Okay. So I asked Raphael what he thinks we should do. Should we just wait to watch this play out, or what?
Okay, so Raphael basically says we should wait because this looks like this is about to get serious. I don't know how well these guys are at negotiating, so we should just wait it out.
I agree with Raphael.
Okay.
What does everybody else think?
So just again, the green are the orcs, and the red and the blue are what again?
I guess y'all can't see the names. Y'all don't see names underneath them?
No.
Okay. I don't think I want y'all to see the names, but I can. Okay, yeah, so this over here is the orcs, and this over here is, you're not sure what they are. You have one of them has a staff down here. You can see this guy has a staff. And then the ones over here are what Raphael says was the Emeraldus company, which is like an elvish mercenary company.
Okay.
Turn this weird music off.
All right. I guess I kind of like.
Hear the fucking music. I want to hear it.
I'm sorry.
No. I don't think it's you. I think there's something wrong with like my
Your
mixing.
settings.
It's not.
I mean, it could be your settings on Roll20. all this. I guess the music's supposed to be just like an aura type sound. It's like not very active, but they're all very like ominous, dark music. Like
Music is as high as it can go.
Okay, I like decide to kind of crawl up on the ledge, get as like good of a vantage point as I can, and sort of watch it play out.
okay, so where on the ledge?
I guess like right here.
All right, so now once you do that, Crunan's gonna Leroy Jenkins. No, I'm kidding. Okay. So y'all kind of like move how you're positioned on the cliff up here while I get ready.
Are we all getting on the cliff?
No, I mean you do whatever you want.
I'm gonna be at the forefront of the steps in case they try to advance on us.
I'm gonna be behind John.
Agalor, where are you?
I guess I should I'll get right here next to my boy Sirocco. I'm gonna call you Ciroc and P Diddy.
Just call me sir. Rocco.
I call you Rocco, yeah.
Okay. Give me one moment. The character sheets I made for these characters are gone. So we're gonna do this live.
How the hell they disappear? Google point a Google Doc.
That sounded like Brule. How they just
They're gone.
No, I did them on this website. I don't think it's saved. The Orc Pub site, whatever. So I'm googling. Ah, here we go. So there's a site that can just auto generate characters that I'm gonna use. So I'm just gonna use this. But you kind of see the orc people initiate a fight that seemed inevitable. So this orc is like charging in. This orc's charging in this way. And this guy's sticking back. This guy's sticking back. This guy is engaging him. This guy's coming down. This guy's staying. He's moving over here. Okay. So y'all can see like them engaged in combat, and like people are fighting and shit. Let me do some rolls. Alright, I need all y'all to roll stealth checks. So that's just a 20 plus your stealth modifier.
John. Yeah.
All of us are
Damn.
fucking loud as shit except for Igor.
I'm like, fuck! They blew my cover.
Igor's like, fuck you guys.
Okay, so Agalor is like fucking invisible.
Damn, you get a
Dare
+5 to stealth. So much.
Yeah, that's by design, my friend.
Okay, so
I just have a high ass dexterity in both.
you
both my
see,
classes.
okay, so this guy has the height over here. You see this guy, Darian? You see him like, you like fuck up a little bit as you're like close to the cliff. And like, you don't seem like you're visible, like you're not obviously visible. But you see this wizard start pointing across the way and shouting and pointing at you. So he's like making it known to at least the people next to him that he sees something over here. So you're gonna roll initiative, John.
God damn it.
Just you.
I
John, you're
rolled a
fucking
4,
trash.
3, 4 of my 20. Yeah, I'm done.
John's finished and he's done.
Okay, so
I might.
Wait, can I drop some tunes in the jukebox?
I don't know how much control do y'all have over it.
Oh no,
but,
it's GM. It's GM only. Never mind.
Is there any way I can give control over?
No.
No.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
I'm gonna try to play something different. I don't know how this works.
Yeah, play something that doesn't make me feel like I'm in a sewer.
Yeah.
Feel nauseous.
This makes me feel like I'm in like that terrible
hearing
Diablo sewer.
Y'all hear this right now? No, this is only playing for me. Alright, I'm about to play this for y'all.
No.
and you're gonna get shit on. Listen to this.
The fuck?
It's like the start of an Opeth song.
What the fuck?
What is
Okay.
that? Why is that there?
Is that what's happening right now? in the
No,
sound?
that was Demon.
Oh god.
Okay.
That was terrible. Roll 20 needs to be deleted.
Like these sounds. This like there's not. This isn't music. This is like just like Victorian London.
This isn't music.
Yeah, those are just like sounds of like monsters.
You gotta have those on hotkey for like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For when like. For
You
when
need a
John,
soundboard. Just
for
buy
when
an
John
extra
rolls
keyboard.
when John rolls negative on stealth
Yeah.
again.
All right, so John, like this battle's just ongoing. So like, even though you rolled low, like it's your turn now. Like everybody's engaged over here. Like this guy's the only person that saw you is this guy, and he told his friends over here. Battle's been engaged for like, say, 15 minutes. So it's been going on for a while. You can already tell some people are like getting owned and whatnot. Y'all can envision this however you want. This sound is annoying as fuck. So what are you
Sorry.
doing?
I'm writing macros.
What are you doing, John? And then what is everybody else doing?
Well, I'm staying fucking hidden. Just watching you guys fuck up. Like not knowing how to stand.
So Raphael's telling you, John, to like get down. He's like, get the fuck down.
Yeah, my character thinks everyone's too far out of range, so just gonna try to like, stay low and hope they didn't. I don't know. hope
John,
they didn't see
you
me.
probably can't hit me.
Okay.
I'm gonna go hide behind. I don't know if there's like. How do you ping?
Click and hold.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is this like an over? Like, is this like something I could hide behind?
What are you pinging? Sorry, I was on a different tab.
You're fine. I don't know if like what they're climbing on is something I could like crouch behind that would actually increase my stealth.
Yeah.
Oh, John,
Yeah,
you
it is.
fucked me
They're
up
like
already.
behind some rocks.
I'm just gonna try to go over there. Since Raphael told me to just chill out, wait for them to duke it out.
Just chill out.
Okay. Give me a second. There's too many tabs. Where's the spell list? There it
I don't like the sound.
I think that's a precursor to your shit didn't work at all, John.
I took a step like to the right, and they heard me again.
You made more noise.
Tripped on a rock.
Yeah, you're stepping on some really loud gravel.
Some, like sunshine bags. Loudest thing in the world.
The ground is just covered with sunshit bags.
Only no. John has sunship bags attached to his boot.
Yeah, I lost my shoes after going through the portal, so I have sunchick bags on my feet.
Okay. y'all can just see this thing, right? Okay, so as you're moving over, what's your AC?
18.
John's fucking unhittable.
Yeah, no, I noticed that about y'all's character sheets. Like, did y'all put some adamantium armor on your asses? Like, why do y'all all have ACs of like 18?
Mine's only 13.
I know,
What
but
the
like
hell?
Crunan and John are both 18. And I think like
I have 8. No, wait. No, I'm 13. What the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck?
yeah.
John fucking
I'm not even wearing armor.
That, y'all's ACs are getting slidering. Y'all are getting slidered.
Hold on. I used Orc Pup, and it gave me that for my AC.
Same.
Yeah, I mean
Wait,
I'm
you
sure,
have
but
heavy
like, what
armor?
armor did you put?
Well, yeah. What kind of armor can do you wear?
Yeah,
Light
I wear
medium?
light. Yeah, I wear light.
Yeah.
I have
okay.
chainmail, which is the base for or chainmail plus shield. So chainmail 16 and add
Were
a
you about to
shield.
explain to us how armor works?
Oh shit!
John's
Am I,
scared.
am I not allowed to have chainmail?
You just get critted.
No, chainmail's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so you see like this.
John's wearing chainmail with
You
nothing
can't
on it.
really. I guess you can't really see him, but he's like waggling his fingers. Malice, you can see him from your like cover. He's waggling his fingers and looks like he's aiming a spell across the chasm. So you see like this dark energy lightning bolt come out of his hands, and it's like it's coming directly in like y'all's direction. So, Mouse, you roll for like do a dexterity check. So just
Fucking
roll
John.
20 and
I'm
roll
about to get hit by
dexterity.
some death lightning because of you.
I apologize as a free
Dexterity
action.
saving, you said?
We're about to die.
He apologized to free action. John's just stepping on a bunch of gravel. He's like, sorry.
Wait, you said dexterity saving?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Holy shit. Okay. So this dark lightning like collides with this with y'all's cliff over here, and the force of the impact does 5 damage to both of y'all.
Wait, what the fuck? I didn't save?
Oh, you saved. It's half damage, my guy.
It was just that much damage.
That's fucking
Did I have to
horrible.
roll also?
So
Wait,
Did I have to roll also?
no.
Okay.
Will was in the direct path.
Oh, gotcha.
Because he was standing next to John.
That's
Fucking
this
John.
is some base ass
John's a-
starting equipment for 18.
Yeah, that's absurd.
John, quit trying to justify your hacked armor.
I was just checking, but yeah.
Alright. I took 5.
I'm gonna have to go crack open another LaCroix. This one's running long, boys.
Okay, and then so Raphael kind of gets blasted back also by the force, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And
That guy
then
has a fucking long range spell that can just blow us off a cliff from across the map.
it didn't blow you off the cliff. It just hit like the stone around you and like caused a bunch of ruckus. So
Did
like
it seem like a warning shot?
Did a quarter of my health. It's not a fucking warning shot.
Well, I mean, maybe he missed his warning shot. He accidentally hit you.
And he actually hit you? Like,
Yeah.
try to shoot him in the
He
foot.
wanted to
shot
do
him
a
in, like,
warning
the
shot,
head.
but he rolled like a 10. So he didn't kill you, but he did injure you.
I'm about to turn on my camera and everyone's gonna see me Batmaning.
We've been watching you Batman for the last hour on my other tab.
okay, so y'all are all sitting there. Y'all are like recovering from this. I guess John, it would still be like your turn, and you see this elf ranger over here with the bow. He's like running up the cliff, and he's like running up here to get like it looks like he's like getting a vantage point. He doesn't realize what's happening until he's like there, and he's like in the midst of y'all, and then everyone rolls initiative.
Wait, is initiative just 20?
Yeah.
There's a modifier next to your armor class.
Thank you, Will.
Got you.
For being helpful, unlike the GM.
Miles is rolling hot.
Look, if you can't find your initiative modifier, then like log off.
No. This is all I have.
We got a hard DM on session 2.
Yeah, what the fuck?
No, like it's just one sheet in front of you. Like I'm not gonna tell you where to find your initiative modifier.
Alright, we fucking rolled for initiative.
Yeah,
Okay.
fucking hurry up. Blasting us for no reason.
Okay, so I mean, again, the battle's ongoing, so it's just gonna start with y'all's turns.
Wait, didn't someone run into the midst of us?
Yeah. Let me create the turn order.
Oh, it's this dude. This dude right here.
Yeah, this guy.
Alright.
Yes.
And y'all can see that like it looks like these two elvish rangers over here, just over the cliff below y'all, like were able to like kind of easily kill this orc, so he's dead.
How do you ping stuff again?
Just hold it.
Oh, okay.
Click and hold. Oh, wait, Dylan.
Yeah.
Can I didn't realize this worked for non-physical attacks, but I have a cantrip that's called Hellish Rebuke.
Uh-huh.
Anytime I take damage, I can use it.
Yep.
And so I just point my finger at them, and they're surrounded by hellish flames, and I have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I've heard of this. What's the range on that?
Oh, never mind. It's 60 feet. How far are we?
I think
You're
it's like
almost 60 feet. You're 70
Alright,
feet away.
65. All right, never mind.
Okay. Wow. That's Crunan's initiative roll. So it looks like Malice is going first.
All right, I'm gonna step up and attack this fool. Does he? He knows we're all here though.
Yeah, he's like he like runs up, and so like I said, he's trying to get like it looked like he's trying to get like a better vantage point. So he runs up on this cliff, and then he like kind of looks around at everybody. He's like, "Oh fuck!"
Do we know what race he is?
He's an elf with a bow.
Can I use a free action?
There's an elf also.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to fuck
The
him.
Road
I'm not talking
Rangers.
to him.
You're not even gonna try.
No.
You're not gonna try to be like, hey, bro, chill.
He can suck my dick from the back.
So, okay, now that you're this close, I mean, Raphael already told y'all that the group over here
Yeah, they're
down below,
mercenaries.
where the Immoraldis company, and
Yeah.
that both Darian and Agalor would know Immoraldis company is like the Elvish mercenary company, pretty well respected.
I don't like them.
All right. I as a free action, I try to reason with this guy. I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, yo, what's the deal here? Like, we're not trying to kill anybody. They just attacked us for no reason.
Just passing through, bud.
He starts to like back away, and he looks like he's like gonna try to retreat.
Kill him.
All right. I looked at the group and I'm like, are we killing this guy?
I mean, I don't have a problem,
Yeah.
but unless Alejandro's gonna try a little harder to save his bro.
I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Okay, shoot him.
I'm fucking attacking him.
Am I next? I mean, like, I wouldn't kill him.
I attack him.
Put your short sword through him.
I'm gonna
Okay.
use my bow, my guy.
I'm not talking to you.
All right. So I have 2 weapon fighting.
Yep.
So what's it? Okay. So I need to roll. See if I hit.
Isn't it okay? So 2-weapon fighting, you can make an extra attack as a bonus action. How does it work?
Sure.
Because if it's a bonus action, I'm not gonna allow you to attack with 2 weapons on this turn because you took so much time deciding whether to attack him. Because you were like reasoning. Your free action to like reason with him was one thing, and then reasoning with the group to decide was an extra bonus action.
Okay, that's fine. All right. So if you build a second weapon in your offhand, you can get an extra attack per round with that weapon. When fighting in this way, you suffer a -6 penalty for your regular attack or attacks with your primary hand, a -10 penalty with your attack with your offhand. What?
Is that 5th edition? That sounds like 3rd edition, where like everything was impossible. What you just described.
-10.
Yeah, this. I'm gonna Google 5th edition.
That was so loud.
I know. It's the loudest thing I've ever heard.
All right. Let's see.
I need like a second computer to have all these character sheets up. I'm using my phone, and it's taking like that's why I've had these long pauses. I'm trying to generate character sheets.
You use it out on like the iPhone SE screen that's like 4 inches.
Okay, yeah, it's a bonus action, so I don't get to do it.
Yeah, so you don't get 2 attacks, but you can still attack.
Okay, so I attack him with I attack him with my long sword.
Okay. So make your attack roll. 1d20 plus whatever your attack modifier is for a longsword attack.
So it says attack. Is that the attack bonus on my character sheet?
Yes. Next to longsword or whatever
Yep.
whatever weapon. Holy shit. It's an affirmatory strike.
All right.
But you get
1d8.
+5 initiative? What is that +5 from?
Oh wait, fuck.
Oh, your two-handed thing?
Plus 5 to his attack roll. So now you roll, I guess, 1d8.
Yeah.
Oh
So I do
shit.
8 damage.
So you you slash him across like the chest, and like he falls to one knee. He's bleeding. Okay. Fuck. All these initiative rolls that I didn't enter earlier because I have to enter every initiative roll. Who's next? Agalor? No, Sirocco. You roll a 12.
No.
No,
What did
Croonan's
Rolled a
next.
15.
Croonan's next.
Croonan's next. Croonan, I rolled a 24, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So Croonan's going to move up here. So Croonan's going to move up and next to Malus, actually, over here. And he's going to cast Cure Wounds. Because that's totally what he would do.
Like
1d8.
that would heal me.
Yep. So, oh shit. So you regain... How much life did you lose? You regain 8 plus his modifier, but you have less than 8 missing.
Okay, yeah. So I'm back at full health.
Okay, so you feel his warmth come over you. Now it's Sirocco's turn.
I kind of like turn around and like smile at him and wink at him and say something sort of like witty from a song.
Why is Croonan on top of the guy?
Top of who?
No, he wasn't on top of anybody. He was
No.
just on top of Acor's name.
I mean, I guess I'll.
Just karate kick his head off.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide in here, behind it. Is he turned? Doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm within a.
Yeah,
within a
no,
square.
you wouldn't get attack opportunity on you.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use my staff. 20. Is it for seeing if you hit? Is it just a 20 always, or is there a
20
modifier?
plus
for
your
that?
bonus.
I'm attacking him. No, god damn it. This thing is stupid. Okay. Jesus Christ, a 9? A 9 out of 25?
You're flanking him, so you get advantage. You can roll again.
Okay. What, like roll my attack?
Yep.
Or roll
Yeah,
for...
you take the higher of the two. Oh, okay.
What's
That's a
going
hit.
on?
The 16, I'm guessing, is your roll.
Yeah,
That's a hit.
I don't know what...
You rolled it twice, but the
Just
first one would be the one that I walk in.
Okay, so then attack is a d6 plus 3. 7.
Okay, that's a finishing strike. So, is this the first official entry in the
First
describe your own Graw anthology series? Because this is
No,
going to be a
John.
describe your own Graw.
John.
Yeah, John had the 360 no scope, but that wasn't a
He
real.
destroyed someone.
That wasn't a real kill. That was an illusionary.
It was an illusion, yeah.
I mean, it was an illusionary codal. If that was a real
Like-
codal, all of y'all would be dead, and we'd have to start a new campaign.
That was a beginner mode cuddle. I mean, it's a. No, I'm using a spear.
He was
Okay.
already like on his knee.
Yeah, I know. No, I mean, I rammed it through like his upper ribs on his side. Well,
Like
he was.
Jesus. You gave him
Yeah.
the Jesus treatment? Wow.
I Christed him.
You cr- oh God.
They did that to him on the cross, you motherfuckers.
Yeah. I was just. I mean, it's a spear. You just push it into people.
So you're just gonna push it in?
I'm just gonna push it. I mean, it's nothing fancy. I didn't. It's not like a crit.
Well, I mean, this could be as fancy or not fancy as you want. The point is, you're describing
I know,
your own
and I'm
Graw.
telling you.
You're telling me.
I'm telling you. I mean, he already had
He's a
his.
simple man.
He was kind of. I was off to his side, and it's a 5-on-1, so I just kill him. This isn't honorable. I'm not gonna showboat it.
It isn't honorable.
Where do you push it in?
He just efficient. He uses his monk
I
efficiency.
told you, his
to
upper ribs on his
Upper
right
ribs.
side,
Okay.
up under his armpit.
Okay.
Basically, he pierces all his vital organs. and he dies immediately.
So I don't know what that. I'm just gonna say it's Agalor's turn next.
Wait, I took his tooth and added it to a necklace. I have one tooth on my necklace.
You can do that in your next turn as a bonus action.
Okay.
Like
No,
the
I'll use
seventh,
full
the
turn.
7th grade choker necklace of teeth.
Yes, I gotta start keeping count. We're gonna keep this going till we're dead.
All right. So I'm like sneaking, right? Like I no one knows I'm like there,
Oh, the Elvish Ranger that just got eviscerated knew you were there, but he's gone.
but he has perished. Okay. So like, are we like out of immediate danger now? Can I like assess that situation as a?
Yeah, you can assess.
All right. So I'm just like, John, quit fucking up, letting them know we're here. And now, can we go back to like letting this play out, or I don't know? What does the group think? Can I ask them that? What do you think, DM?
Okay, as you're making these internal decisions, you see off to the right. So like again, y'all are like on a cliff. You see Raphael like on the edge with like his sword drawn, and he's like behind Darian over here. And he like yells to everybody, "Cover me!" And he jumps off the edge.
Oh god,
All right. So
the
can
hammer's
I-
coming down.
can I move and cover since I have a bow?
Hammer's coming down.
You guys are gonna fucking fight.
Okay, yeah. If you're gonna walk over there, I'll tell you what you see. You see on the battlefield. So like I said, over here, y'all all kind of saw since this was closest to you. This orc fighter got owned by the two rangers, the two elvish rangers over here. In the center over here, you see the orc from the north side fighting the human from the south side, and they're going fucking ham. It's like a extended cut of like a movie fight scene from like Indonesia martial arts movie that like they're going at it, and it looks pretty raw. Like it catches your eye for a second, and then you see over here there's like a battle going on with a bunch of people. It looks like there's some bodies that are on the ground. You see the wizard. There's a guy with the staff that like was shouting things earlier in the middle, and then over here on the other cliff, the guy that shot the bolt is still sitting there, and he was helping with this fight over here, shooting stuff down. And that's like kind of what you see. And then you see Raphael jumping down off the cliff, and kind of like he lands right next to this orcish wizard, and it seems like he's caught him unawares.
So is he attacking him?
Yeah, is he attacking the wizard?
It's not his turn right now, but it looks like that was his intention.
Can I? Okay, so I'm gonna attack the wizard, so he's like focused on me
Okay.
with my longbow.
Okay.
So let me roll for that. Wait, I need to roll fucking initiative first, right?
You roll d20 first, yeah.
Do you have a bonus for your longbow?
That's already in the longbow thing. Set up the longbow macro.
Oh, okay, got it.
So whatever that. Can I keep that roll? Or do you want me to re-roll that one?
You can keep that roll. Because that roll, you didn't use the macro? Because it doesn't have a plus next to it.
Well, the first one is. It's 1d8 plus 8.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you can roll damage again, because that damage... wait, you get plus 8?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
What?
You get free 8 damage?
Well, it's like, okay, so...
Fucking broken.
It's like plus 5 and plus 3 for a bunch of bullshit.
Plus 5 and plus... No. So,
Plus 5.
plus 5? Okay, you're looking at it wrong. God, this sounds fucking terrible. I'm not using music anymore. Okay,
No
Half
horses
of
in the
plus
scene.
5?
there's no horses in the scene. So the plus 5 is to d20, and then the plus 3 is to your damage.
Ew. Okay,
So
when I
plus
roll-
5 is to your d20 roll to successfully attack, and then once you roll damage, whatever that is, if it's a
Okay.
d8, then you get plus 3 to that roll for
Okay,
damage. So just roll damage again, or fix your macro.
I'm gonna roll 1d8 plus 3. I need to fix all my goddamn macros now. So does that mean I get a 23 for the other one?
You're gonna hit. Your 18 is a hit regardless.
No, I want a fucking 23, bro.
Well, it's not gonna make a difference. It's not a crit. You do get a crit on a 19 on bow.
What? What?
But you type rolling 1d8
Oh.
plus 3.
I was like, what? I like copy pasted the command. Wow, trash.
Okay, so your arrow like grazes him, hits him in like the foot or like the leg, and it doesn't actually pierce. It just grazes, like I said. So it doesn't.
All right. Well, I'm fucking done.
Okay.
Fuck you, Raphael. I hope you die.
Do you say that?
I think it.
You think it?
Go be one with the earth again, you piece of shit.
Jeez.
And then I'm done.
Okay, it's Raphael's turn. Then it's gonna be your turn, John. So Raphael is gonna make an attack. You see him like preparing to strike the wizard, who's now looking up at the top of the cliff because of the arrow that almost hit him.
The orc wizard.
Orc wizard, yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy. So how much health does this guy have? Oh shit, he has like no health. Okay, no, I'm gonna have to retcon that arrow, that 4 damage arrow you hit him with, Alejandro. Like it fucking like it actually did some damage.
All right, I take back everything bad I thought about.
It
Raphael.
hit him. Wait, what does you fucking up with your bow attack have to do with Raphael? Anyways,
Well,
it doesn't matter. The
no,
arrow,
I'm mad.
the arrow like hit him in the chest.
Would've
And
done my
it laid him low for a second, and then whenever Raphael got down there and like put his sword upon the orc wizard, he fucking like beheads the shit out of him. Like his head goes flying, and now it's Darian's turn.
My plan worked accordingly.
I underestimated how shitty that wizard was.
What's his armor class, like 1?
No, his health total is really low.
Oh, okay. Hey, turn that music back on. It's really,
You hear
it's
the
really
whole-
taking me out of the immersion. The sound of like a town.
Yeah, it's a town sound. Everything is town sounds.
It's town sound or sewer. Those are the only
Those
options.
are the only options. It's town sound or sewer.
Or fucking noises.
Speeds. Alright, well, I can't get to anyone unless I sprint. So if I sprint, Dylan, I don't have a second action after that, correct?
Yeah, you could do a bonus action, which would be like throwing something, drawing your sword.
Yeah, I mean, my speed's 30, but I have to run a long ways to get to that guy, so I'm just gonna run over to this guy, draw my sword.
Okay, that's the epic fight between 2 guys happening. Okay, so
You really want to break that one up, John?
I'm gonna engage on that orc.
you sprint there, so you can't make an attack.
I'm testing macros, guys. Don't worry about it.
Wait, or is that Alejandro's roll? I don't
No,
know. Did you just roll?
Yeah,
I was
didn't roll
testing a
anything.
macro.
You're testing. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay,
It just
so
doesn't let me do it anywhere else.
this fighter, there's so much going on. So this fighter apparently has a rapier, and He is going to attack the guy he was fighting. And he's going to miss. And then the other guy is going to attack him back. You're seeing all this, John, and he's going to hit. Oh, and he does like nothing. So like he like they're just still just engaged, and they both just like missed. The other guy, this orc fighter with like his spear, almost hit the fighter. He like dodged out of the way. So that all happened in front of you.
Okay.
So, John, you see this guy come around the edge, and he's looking around.
This guy?
Yeah, and he's also going to charge into the fray, and he's going to attack. And he's gonna fuck up and miss. So he tried to attack the orc fighter. So you all like in a four-way like clusterfuck over
Yeah,
here.
I'm just trying to catch my breath and they're all missing each other. Perfect.
Okay, so this wizard is gonna point his staff at y'all, and he's gonna fire 3 like little like magic missiles, you might say, at all 3 of y'all. So. They hit each one of y'all right here in a line. And John, you take 2.
Okay.
And this orc fighter goes down to like 1 knee because he's been like engaged for a while. Malice, it's your turn again while I hash some things out over here that has nothing to do with y'all.
Alright, let's do. So wait, so my speed's 30. That means I can move 6 squares.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I can attack this guy. Alright, I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna attack this archer dude. Roll 20 plus 5. Fuck! Roll a 9, Dylan.
Okay, that is not a hit.
Okay, I'm gonna use my
Just a
bonus
miss.
action to attack him again with my dagger.
Yep. So does the second weapon give you less on the 2-hit roll, or is it more on the damage, or less on the damage roll?
So, I think normally you wouldn't be allowed to use your ability modifier, but because like I specialize in 2-weapon fighting,
Mm-hmm.
that hindrance doesn't occur with me.
Okay.
Fuck.
So this ranger's ducking and dodging, and he's able to dodge them both. Krunan, Krunan's gonna move down here, and then Sirocco, it's your turn.
Let's see. Okay, I can easily make it down to Will. I'm gonna move down here and then make an attack on him with my staff.
Okay. So you have advantage since you're flanking.
Yeah. So, which means I just get 2, right? 2 rolls.
Yeah. Okay. So you take the higher, and a 16 is a hit.
Damage is 6 plus 3. 8. What does 8 do?
That like fucking fucks him up, lays him low. I mean, he's not dead, but he's like
Okay.
bleeding really bad.
Okay.
And that's Aguilar's turn.
So, all right. So that guy's dead. Does John? Do you need help?
You shouting this across the battlefield?
Yeah.
No. So I'm gonna move to right behind. Or actually, I'm gonna move so I can get a vantage point on whoever Sirocco's fighting.
What's the?
Shoot the next. He's almost dead.
The who? That guy?
Yeah, I mean whoever else is next who's gonna engage us. We'll
Who's
kill the
that?
guy or something.
I'm gonna
Or you
medic
can
him.
just kill the guy. I mean, if you're able to kill the guy that Will and I are on, that's fine.
Y'all are all shouting this across the battlefield. Hey, you're able to kill the guy over here!
I'll kill that guy, the blue guy.
Yeah, shoot that blue motherfucker.
Okay, so what you saw over here, like I guess you would able to see it, Alejandro and John, you would have seen it. So whenever all this was happening over here, this guy moved over and like cut this guy across the back, and then the wizard up here casts, like another guy who cast the lightning bolt earlier, cast a spell on the guy who attacked his buddy. So that was like what was happening over there. Y'all would have seen that.
Okay. So blue guy's still in play.
Yeah, they're all these people are still in play. The guys that are dead, this guy's dead over here, and this guy's
Okay.
dead.
All right. So we'll roll attack.
That's a hit. Wait, which guy are you attacking? This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Oh, this guy's fucking done.
Can you curve your arrow through 2 people?
That's a long
Oh,
baby.
that's a headshot, or that's a graw. It can be a headshot or something else.
So what is this guy? Describe him to me again.
He's now you're a little bit closer. You can tell he's like an elvish wizard.
It's an elvish wizard. So he's got no armor.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, no armor.
Is he wearing like a robe?
He's wearing like a robe.
Nice robe.
He's wearing a nice big billowing robe.
Is he wearing like? Is he hooded? Unhooded?
He's
He's
unhooded.
got a lot of blood on his robe.
Kill him.
Unhooded. And his back is to
Alex
me.
is pissed.
His back is to me.
Yeah, he's actually his robe. His robe is like hiked up because he's been like antsy getting attacked and
His
stuff.
ass.
And he's bottomless and he's got a big red ass and it's pointing your way.
I can't even see the ass.
No, you can see. I'm telling you, you can see the ass.
I don't want to.
You're getting an auto 20 on seeing the ass.
You have elf eyes, my dude.
Oh
You
yeah, I
see
see
everything.
that night vision, like that dark vision ass.
You've got perfect Legolas dark vision. You can see the whole baboon ass. You don't know why it's red, but it is. He's an elf, and you know elves aren't supposed to have red asses.
So I go through all these thoughts and like
You're
the red
calculating this like Galifianakis and whenever he's winning
Right,
at the poker
There's
table.
a bunch of equations that don't make sense, and then I'm just pissed. So I draw from my quiver, and then immediately just lock right to like I try to aim it so that I hit the baboon ass, but then this is actually a fuck up, Graw. I'm trying to hit the baboon ass, but then I fuck up, and then it goes right through like the back of his neck, and it comes out through the front of his throat, and then Green Guy's like, "What the fuck?" Then the other guy chokes on his own.
What is the sound he makes?
I mean, you know the sound.
Okay.
But it. I could point you to some videos on Twitter.
Okay, so it is Raphael's turn. Okay, so every time y'all look at Raphael, like you can tell just by the way he's moving, like this guy is like something. He's like beyond y'all, in whatever way you want to take that. So what you see now, you know how like
He's like Dragon Ball Z teleporting to people.
he's instantaneous transmitting. Yeah, no, that'll happen later. Not Raphael. Raphael,
Fucking
like
spoilers.
he throws his sword down, like, and like he does it in a cool way. But if you're like logical, you know, like he didn't need to do that. That was just to look cool. And then he's like sprinting with his bow, also unnecessarily. He like slides and like knocks an arrow, and you can see like kind of who he's like going after. It's a guy with the lute right here, and he's like actually playing a song. He was playing a song, and it looked like he was trying to help his buddy that just got the arrow through the neck. This guy. So it looks like this guy he's attacking the orc that attacked his friend. But Raphael's running with his bow right now, and he's knocking an arrow. And you see him fire an arrow into the bard, and it goes like through his lute that he's holding in his chest and like hits him in the sternum, and he gets like knocked back. And then it's Darian's turn.
I'm gonna cut down this orc.
Fuck him up, John.
That was like legit because it sounded like Alejandro's farm.
He's yelling from that was canon.
I'm really far.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack orc.
Okay, that's it. Oh, you have advantage since you're flanking and he's low on health. Did you already roll twice?
No, so it's the macro will do.
Oh, it does both.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's already there. So you get +3, +2. The 21's a hit. I was looking at the 11. Sorry.
3 is from the normal attack, and I have a dueling specialty, or I guess what is that called? Fighting style as a paladin, which whenever I have a one-handed sword and no other weapons, a one-handed weapon and no other weapons, I get +2. Even if I'm holding a shield.
Okay. So that is a kill. Everybody's getting a graw. I'm like Oprah right now. You get a graw. You get a graw. So what are you gonna do?
What state was that guy in? You said he was like.
He was like laid. He had a spear like in his gut, and he was like bent over.
I'm just gonna slice his head clean off. Just a clean death.
Malice is getting in on the action.
Jeez, that's a good roll.
That was a good fucking roll. I was
Trying out your
I was
macro.
fixing my macros like John's.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
didn't realize you could
Yeah,
do
it's cool.
two.
You can do multiple at once.
Okay, so John, you clean this guy up, but while you're doing this, this guy's turn is next, and he's holding like 2 rapiers, and he looks like he's full of himself, and he tries to do like a double rapier lunge to each one of you standing at his sides.
I hope he fucks up.
Wait. He's attacking his own guy?
What?
Yeah, this dude's his own dude.
Oh yeah. No, so this guy died, so he can't attack him anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's just gonna do both attacks at you.
Oh, shit.
Who fights with 2 fucking rapiers?
Oh, there's
Fucking
laughing.
loser.
Igolor's laughing across the battlefield.
Yeah, I'm laughing at that new freezing 2 rapier.
That's a fucking garbage combination.
Okay, so what's your AC? 18.
18.
Okay, so only one of them hits. He misses with the other rapier.
It's not an effective way to use a rapier. You should have like a disadvantage of using both.
Yeah, it's a stabbing weapon.
Yeah, like I said, he's full of himself. And you take 4 from the one attack that hit.
From far away, I do like the KG trash ass nigga. I do that fine.
He just like cut somebody's head off.
I can still do it.
This guy's dead, right?
Yes, this guy's dead.
This guy he's like wounded.
Yeah, this guy has an arrow in his chest.
Neck.
That guy has it in his neck.
I know, this guy has an arrow in his chest. The
Yeah.
bard. Okay, so now it's this guy's turn, and he's gonna like the headless body that you just cut. He's gonna like he's carrying a broadsword. He's gonna kick the headless body into your body. That's like as it's falling to the ground, and then he's gonna make an attack on you. Oh no!
John's dead.
You hate to see it.
John's fucking dead.
Okay. Okay. What's your health total?
11.
Oh no. Oh no.
John's dead already.
Okay. So
Back it up.
you realize as this broadsword connects with like where your torso connects to your head, your neck, this isn't an illusionary broadsword. So you take 12 damage.
Oh my god.
Yep.
See you, boys.
Okay, so you said you had 12 health or 11?
I had 11.
11?
Yeah.
So as I'm going with the rest of these turns, Google, you have to make like a Constitution saving throw to like avoid just like blacking out or whatever. But like Google that real quick so I can.
To avoid dying as a result of not having a head anymore.
No, he's not getting his head cut off. Okay, so now.
Yeah, I don't know how he comes with a broadsword at my neck and just like gives me a paper cut.
It's more than a paper cut, but you're bleeding profusely. All right. Oh shit! Everybody's fucking going ham over here. Okay, so you see the orc run up to Raphael and stab him like in the side, and like Raphael's like it hits him.
Yeah, maybe if he'd kept his fucking sword.
You gonna shout that across the battlefield?
No.
Please do. God, I gotta see. That's the thing. Like with bards and wizards, I have to like. It's not just like attack with longsword. I have to look up like, oh, this guy knows 12 spells. Which one did he cast here?
Just roll a d12. Find out.
Yeah, but that's not reasonable. Maybe for some characters. They're like, oh, it's literally random every time what they're gonna do. Okay, this guy's gonna retreat. And this guy, you see him like conjuring up a spell, and you see like a giant ball of flame collide right here in the midst of these two. In the midst of these two, and they both have to make. Okay, so you see like a giant flame explosion, in the middle of them two, but you see Raphael's able to like roll back and like the flames. He's able to like get out of the way of most of the flames. And then it's Malice's turn again.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna try to save John ass. All right. So which guy's the guy with the broadsword?
This guy.
All right. I'm gonna run up on him, and I'm gonna attack him with open weapons.
Okay, so that's all 4 your rolls. Those are
No,
both
that's-
hits.
Sorry. The first one was a test roll. That was the.
Oh, okay, the second one is your roll. Okay, that's a hit.
God damn it.
Oh shit, the other one's a critical miss. So so the first one 6 damage, like that fucking fucks him up. But then like the dagger you swing around and try to hit with. So roll a d20 again to see how badly you fuck that up. Okay, so you drop your dagger on the ground after stabbing him with your long sword.
Damn it.
And it's Crunan's turn. This guy's on fire. So Crunan has witnessed the atrocities. And he's going to run over here and hold up John's bleeding form. John, did you find what you're supposed to roll?
Yeah, it's saying that on your turn you make a special saving throw called a death saving throw.
Yep.
And you have to roll 10 or higher. I don't know if it gets modified by anything. It's saying you're the hands of fate now, aided only by spells and features that improve your chances of succeeding on a saving throw. So
Has John perished yet?
Okay, so what's going to happen is it's on your turn, which isn't happening yet.
on my turn, yeah.
Crunan's going to run up and he's going to aid you. So what that is like he's using his clerical abilities to like on any rolls that you make on your turn, you're going to get advantage on them. So that would include attacks and death saving throws. So it is Sirocco's turn, then Agalor, right? This is all memorized.
I don't think like I have knowledge and experience with herbs and medicine.
Y'all killed this guy, right? I forgot.
Specifically
The
poison.
guy you're standing next to, y'all killed?
I have plenty of experience with herbs.
No, you didn't kill him. He's just weak, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's weak.
Okay.
But I don't think what I have will help him in this dire state. So I might as
Yeah,
well.
let's just kill these motherfuckers.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna attack the guy.
I shout that.
Let's kill these motherfuckers!
10. Fuck. What does a 10 do?
Let's find out. That's a hit.
Oh yeah.
6.
I rolled to see how much that elf ranger wanted to live. And by the judge of your roll, his will was not strong enough. So this is a
Okay.
graw.
The hell, he grod with a 10?
Well, he was already weak. He was already weak.
Cheap hooker.
I mean, I just
The graw isn't about like rolling a critical.
plunge
it's
it
about
in.
Yeah,
being
just
a-
about overkill.
I plunge it into his chest and then look up to the next
To Jesus.
guy. Yeah, I do a Sammy Sosa like where
You like
You
lift
point
lift
up.
up your chest and
You
point
like
up.
Catholic cross thing?
I lift chest, 2-hand point to this guy
You
and say
genuinely.
thank you.
You like kiss your hands like a bunch of times and like touch your chest.
Yeah, and then I also fix my gloves a bunch.
Are you wearing chains? Like more than one?
Alex, did you move at all?
Are you juicing?
I didn't move at all.
Chain.
Can I move after?
Yeah, you can move after your attack. You can do
okay.
move and attack in any order.
All right. I'm trying to think of. See, I can make an unarmed strike, an extra unarmed strike at any time without. But
You
does
can
it have
unarmed
to be
strike his
against
corpse.
the- Well, no. That's what I'm asking. Does it have to be against the same person? It
I'm
doesn't
not sure what the
specify.
rule is
It
on
just
that.
says
Yeah.
make an unarmed strike when you take an attack action.
No, if it's taking attack action, then it have to be the same one because you're like 1-2ing him. But if it just
So
said
then-
bonus action, then you could move. You could make an
Okay.
attack, move, and then make a bonus action attack. But if it's
Well, so then I can spend a key point.
yeah, if you spend a key point, then you're
So
cashing a
that's
check.
after you take an attack action, spend 1 key to make 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay.
So I could move and spend one of those, but I mean, we still have a fuckload of enemies left.
Wait, is John okay?
To be
I'm
determined.
gonna
Bleeding
walk
and dying.
over. All these guys
And Nan's
are.
just fucking comforting him.
Both of these guys are alive.
No, the
Oh,
guy you
really?
just
By-
pinged is dead. That guy's
by
on
Raphael.
fire. He's standing still.
Okay.
He's just standing there on fire.
All right, then I'm going to sleuth around this way. I think I can. Let me check the. Check
You just
the
moved like
distance
90
here.
feet.
40 feet.
Okay.
That's 40. I have 40 feet. Up.
90 feet.
No, I'm good. I'm good here.
Okay, Agalor, it's your turn.
All right.
I'm shouting like, a little help over here, like,
I am a druid.
Like in an action movie.
yeah. I'm like Bruce Willis or something.
Everybody, that's gonna be like an ongoing like token in the game. It's like last session it was John that got the Bruce Willis token. Right now Malice is making like wisecracks.
That's my character though. I make wisecracks.
Yeah. A little help over here.
Can I use mending on John's wound?
Yeah.
It'll
John's head is hanging on by a string, and you're gonna use a mending.
Just push some herbs into like his open neck.
Just fucking shoot one of these motherfuckers before they kill us again.
I'm not wasting my loud on
He just
John's
takes a bunch of leaves and puts them in John's like head hole.
I'm like,
John.
I'm taking it out of the grinder. And
John's
like,
being a resource hog.
Back to life.
all right, who's alive? Who can I murk? This guy?
Okay, so yeah, let me give you an overview of the scene. So you got a headless orc over here. Oh my god, why isn't it pinging? It's because
Sorry, I was standing up because I was making some tea.
You got a headless orc over here, burning orc over here.
Who's alive?
This guy's dead. This guy looks like he's running.
See all the dead signs.
This
on
guy's still, yeah. This guy's still like on the cliff, waggling his fingers. Both of these guys are dead over here. Raphael is over here. He's fine. This guy's dead. This guy's alive. So the only people that are alive
Okay.
are over
So I'm
here
gonna-
and over here.
I'm gonna move next to hold on. Where's the measurement thing? I want to be in range of this mofo. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna move
Wait,
here.
what's the range of a bow? I think you're underestimating it.
with the longbow?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know.
60,
I
right?
think it's 90. Is it 60?
If it's 90, I could probably.
It's fucking broken.
Hold on. Let me look it up.
Should be in your
Longbow?
character sheet.
It's not. It's not. Like
I know.
Talking
I
about-
just looked at
about-
Raphael's. Raphael's a
That's-
longbow.
It should be in the syllabus. Stop asking me questions.
Yeah, so did you read the syllabus?
Did you read the syllabus?
150.
You got a quiz today?
All that's answered in the syllabus.
Reading one.
No. It's not 150. Even if it's 150, it's not 150.
It's 150. I'm looking at the goddamn thing.
There's
It's on the
no-
roll 20 thing.
It's not
It's literally
150.
the roll 20 thing.
150
that.
feet.
I'm sending
I
the
mean, it's got a
MFN link.
longbow, not a regular bow.
Yeah.
It should mean that there's like disadvantages because
Yeah,
it's
that's
slower
what
to
I was
load.
Okay, yeah. I mean, now I'll use my judgment on like that. Okay, 150.
All right, whatever. I fucking moved to 35 feet away. It doesn't matter. I should be using a short bow.
Yeah, I mean you're too close now, which means
Yeah.
you would be at a disadvantage.
No, you're
I
only at a
think people who are
disadvantage when
running
firing
you.
a bow when you're in the square right in front of them, adjacent.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
Alright, so I'm rolling attack. I'm rolling attack.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
Boom.
that's a critical hit. Who are you attacking?
Wait, why is that a crit?
This guy. The guy up here in the purple.
Oh, you're attacking the wizard. Okay, sorry.
Attacking the wizard, bro. Oh shit.
Okay, so you hit him.
Wait, 19 to crit? 19 and 20?
That's a critical, so it's times 2. So you do 10 to him
Why did he get a critical for that?
because bows get criticals on 19s and 20s.
Oh damn. Even if they're not true 19s and 20s.
Well, Hunter's got crutches.
Oh yeah, that's not a true 19. My bad. That's not a critical. Okay, so what happens is not what I was about to say. You hit him in the shoulder with the arrow, and it like it billows up his robe, and like he's also like bottomless.
Also exposes a red ass.
No,
Red acid.
no, it's not a red ass. That red ass was unique. Okay, let me mark the guy with the red ass just so y'all know.
Yeah, this was the red ass.
He had a red ass. So now it's Raphael's turn.
Since everyone told me to like ignore saving John.
Raphael kind of rolls forward, and this like burning guy is just kind of like waving his arms. He's dropped his weapons, and he's just like screaming because he's on fire. And Raphael kind of rolls in a crouch, and you hear him say, he's human, but you hear him say something in like another language that's not common, like under his breath kind of. Agalor, you can hear this. and then he
Yeah.
fires. He fires a bow, and he just hits the guy in like the forehead, and like
God
puts him
damn
out,
it.
puts him
The
out of his
fuck?
misery.
Who's he kill?
The burning orc guy right here.
Okay.
Okay, and now it's Darian's turn. So you got to make your death saving throw.
Yeah,
So you get
I think
advantage on this.
It was saying that for paladins you get the modifier for either wisdom or charisma for saving throws. I'll do charisma. It gives me +2.
Okay. So roll one at a time. So the first one's 8. So that's below 10. Oh no!
He's critically missed.
Oh no! Oh no!
John.
So
I have to fail 3 in a row.
okay, I was about to say. Then my next line there was John's head falls off.
No, it's so you have to succeed 3 times to become stable and you gain 1 HP, or on the third failure you die.
Okay,
The
Crunan
failures don't need to be.
Crunan
consecutive.
sees like your internal struggle, like you're like sweating and like your head's like one of the strings holding your head on like kind of like comes undone, and Crunan is like, "We're losing him."
We're losing.
Okay,
Dying! He's dying over here!
everybody's like from New Jersey. Okay, so who's next?
I'm gonna have to favor some food in because this one ran long.
Okay, so this guy's gonna
Yep.
turn this way and make an
Ran long
attack.
like a dong.
Drop rhymes like dimes. All right,
Yeah. Sure.
sure,
Sure.
sure,
Sure.
sure. All right, he's gonna put the rapier in your side, Will, because you're flanked. You're fighting on 2 fronts, and you take 6 damage.
Son of a bitch.
Bee sting.
And this guy with the broadsword that has 1 near kill under his belt is gonna turn his broadsword your way as well. Okay.
Oh well, I'm gonna be honest. Things are going badly now.
Water.
So you take another 6 damage from the broadsword attack. You're getting fucked up. Double
Damn.
teamed. I don't know what your health is. What is your health?
My health's at 8 now.
Okay.
So both those guys rolled better than the 13.
Yeah. Because they had advantage, and one of them didn't need it. The other one did. Who's next? So this guy with the arrow in his side is going to aim right back at you, Agalor.
Yeah.
What's your roll at 20 and add your dexterity? You see a black lightning bolt coming your way.
Roll 20 and add my dexterity. +5.
This motherfucker can use that black lightning bolt twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. So you take 2 damage. It like barely touches. It sizzles you.
All right.
And then you see this guy he like runs up the cliff and he's like almost out of sight. And then it's Malice's turn again.
Alright, I'm tired of, I don't want to be flanked anymore. Over here. And I'm gonna attack this motherfucker.
Yep.
How much did I do to him last time?
I think you're killing him. You're
Oh, okay.
you're burying me. Yeah. You're burying him.
Okay. So he's dead.
Yes. The broadsworded bastard is dead.
That's John's death.
Sea sounds?
I'm trying to
That's the
find
best you got?
Turn it
Alright.
I'm
on.
trying to find something.
The sound of the sea?
Alright, I'm gonna use my bonus action. And use Bardic Inspiration on John,
Okay.
and I'm gonna sing him a song about his homeland.
He's
trying to make-
flitting in and out of consciousness, but he hears it.
You're gonna make him die. You're gonna make him go to the light.
He
No,
probably
dude.
hates that place. Yeah, John, do
He
you
has to
hate it?
fulfill his arc. John gets a D6 on any D20
Nice. Okay.
that he can add to it.
Wow. I don't know if that counts for like. Does it say any D20? Like
No,
even if
it says any
For like any non-saving throw.
ability, check, attack, or saving throw.
Yeah, that counts. Okay. Now it's Crunan's turn. He's gonna continue assisting. Yeah, I think assisting is not a bonus action. Or aiding. I don't know what it's called. I don't. He's gonna move here and continue aiding John. He just keeps whispering in your ear that everything's gonna be okay.
How is the aiding helping him? Is it giving him double
So
throws?
yeah,
or
something
what?
you can do is like if you're adjacent to someone, you can use an action to like help. It's like you're helping them do whatever they're trying to do. So in like combat, it would be like you're providing like just like a flank to them, and like you're not making an attack. Because if you just moved adjacent to them and made an attack, also you're making an attack. But aiding gives that person advantage on whatever they're trying to do. So if it's like trying to figure out like how to read some like tome, then you'd give them like during combat, you'd give them advantage on that roll. If it's combat, you'd give them advantage on their attack rolls. As far as like, I don't know if it's like better or worse. Like if it was combat to aid someone, maybe if someone's like a really good like high damage person and like you have like someone who doesn't do a lot of damage, it'd be more advantageous to aid the person that does more damage than you attacking yourself. But I don't know how often that's true. But right here, he's aiding John try to not die.
Okay.
Who's next? Sirocco?
Yep. Do I already know who the Big Daddy is on the field? Who's alive left? Or are they all just like?
This guy is alive, and this guy.
Yeah,
is alive.
I know who's alive, but I just mean like, is there anyone who's clearly like a commander?
It looks like this wizard has been like the most powerful one.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Oh yeah, and you can see over here now like there's just a dead guy over here, or like a guy on the
dead
ground.
guy. Okay. All right. I'm going to.
Nobody had seen him before. He died behind the rock doing what he loves.
Batmaning?
He was Batmaning. Well, he was cranking his hog behind the rock.
All right. I'm gonna move.
Cranking his hog.
So there's one guy who's alive over here. Right here. This guy.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
guy's alive.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move in behind him.
Kick him in the ass. Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna give him the old 1-2.
Yeah, so you can 1-2 with the spear. Like you can you have a long ass spear that you can like stab at them and then also try to punch them. Like I'm trying to imagine that in my mind.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you think about it with like a.
Like
yeah.
you're holding the spear on the end, like you're holding the blade, and then like the whole arm
you
is
don't
like behind
only
you.
hold a spear on the end, but it's like, I mean, there's.
There's like cool ways to use a spear, and you're doing none of them, Alex. I won't be
No,
honest.
You saying this across the battlefield?
He's saying this across the battlefield.
All
There's
right,
cool ways to use a spear.
Okay, 9 and 18.
Okay, since you're flanking, you get advantage.
Yeah, that's what I.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so then that.
You
minus-
do one.
No, that was not.
You're
the
slapping
correct
him with the
thing.
butt of the spear.
No. I don't know why I keep clicking basic roll trying to change the dice type, but I'm good now. So 7, and then.
I'll believe you, but that first roll would normally be what I would.
No,
take.
I mean my spears are +3, so I mean I'm trying to use.
Yeah,
the
no, but you could
advantage
just
roll from
add
every
3 to
time.
that 1.
Well, I never do that, so.
I know, but I'm saying like I would in most circumstances I would take the first roll you did, but I
Okay.
won't here.
I'll start tidying up the sloppy die.
Can't get away with that shit. On
Okay,
Mad
so you like
Cow.
stab him in the back, but he's not dead.
Okay, then I'm gonna use. I immediately can sense that he's not dead.
Okay.
In that with that strike, so I'm gonna use a. I mean, I got it. I can just make another unarmed strike for
Okay.
free
Okay.
without having to use Fury of
Let
Blows.
me see it.
So the unarmed strike is a D4, correct?
Does it automatically hit? You still have to make an attack roll, don't you?
Yeah, no, I'm just wondering.
Unarmed strike to D4. Would it be a D4? I feel like with a monk it'd be at least a D6.
Yeah. No,
I don't know though. Does it not say it on your sheet?
No,
Okay,
It doesn't.
I'll look it up real quick.
I think it's a D6, but I think that's something that people played around with, that it doesn't scale, but people like made it scale.
I thought the whole point of monks is they could just make a ton of attacks. So like even though it's D6,
Yeah.
they're making like 8 attacks at higher levels. So it.
Yeah.
Okay, no, it is 1d4. It's
So it's just
1d4 plus your
1d4.
strength or dexterity.
Okay. Plus strength or dex. Okay. Plus dex. D4 or no, first I got a D20, right? D20 7
Oh boy.
and 25.
What the fuck? Wow, okay, so
Oh god.
that's a crit. And I just came up with the graw, so I'm not gonna let you choose your own graw.
Okay, choose it.
So what happens is, so you stabbed him in the back with your spear, and I was talking earlier about how it doesn't make sense logistically to use a spear and also punch because I don't know how it works, but this is how you do this. You have the spear in his back, and it's like stuck in him. So then you start like grabbing the spear to you, and he's coming with it.
Yep.
And then as he gets to you, you like take out the spear and spin him around, and you sock him, just like a straight sock in the face.
No, I mean I would like at least like.
I mean, it looks cool.
Punch him and stop his heart from the back through his chest.
You're gonna suck his dick from the back.
No.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
That's called the heart stopper from the back.
The heart stopper? Okay. So you pull him in with the spear, and then you do your heart stopper from the back?
Yeah, heart stopper from the back. And it's instantaneous.
What does that look like? You just punching him in the back and his heart stops?
Yeah, I mean, that's what... If you get hit hard enough in your chest, in between a heartbeat, you make your heart...
Skip a beat.
Skip, and then you're literally just dead. That's a real-life threat.
Okay,
anyway.
like in an anime, like, you would, like, you would instantaneously transmit behind him, and then you'd
I'm already
strike,
behind him.
and you'd say something in Japanese, and then, like, I know, but you
Okay.
just teleport anyways. You say something in Japanese, and then, like, it would show... It would show his, like, heartbeat flatlining across, like, the screen in the background. So that's what happens.
No, it would actually, like, it would
Then
follow...
Alex would, like,
it would follow
jump
my
up.
palm in, and then hit his back, and then the camera would go through his muscles,
Like
and then into his heart, and then it would show his heart just, like, stop.
I
Okay.
agree with that.
Okay,
And
so
Alex,
he's
like,
dead.
jumps up, pumping his fist, like anime laughing, like, ha ha.
Yeah, like I just stole home. I'm like brushing myself off, and then also kiss chest, and then 2 fingers to the sky again.
So sad, so sad.
all of your gold chains jiggling.
Yeah. I'll take his tooth later.
After
Just
just
remind
like
me.
stopping a heart, you just sosa into the sky.
Yep.
Remind me.
Okay. Okay, so
Remind me
Agalor, it's your
inspiration.
turn.
I'm gonna keep attacking the big nigga.
Okay.
So we got one left.
Yeah.
Is he the only one alive?
He's the only one alive. There's a bard in here over here in the back that's like running.
So that's my
The guy with the loot that like there's an arrow through his loot that like stabbed him in the chest.
All right.
That's a
and
hit.
This is my longbow. Fuck
Oh, that's a
yeah.
he's finished. So he's on top of a cliff and the arrow's going his way. You're gonna have to describe that graw.
He's on top of the.
This is the
cliff.
most graws per capita that's ever been had.
So
Including John
is
Gangrel.
yeah, John also resting in peace now.
Wait, did I skip John's turn? No, I didn't.
No.
So I'm below him, right? He's on top of a cliff.
Yeah.
How high is this cliff? If you could immerse me.
It's about the same height as the one y'all came down from, and let's say it's like, I don't know,
How many
20, 30
sto-
feet in the air.
How many stories? Three
Like
stories.
3 stories. Yeah, 2.5 stories, 3.
So you could say that I've got.
And let me say this before you like say this because it might affect your shot. So right here on the ground, the guy you killed earlier,
Yeah.
he's face down on the ground, and the desert winds have like swept his robe up. So you can see his ass shining in like the sunset. So it's like dusk now. I guess it's like almost night since y'all been fighting for a while.
The
And
resplendent
you
red
can
ass.
see exactly. So that's right in front of you because your character is facing this way right here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me grab him like that.
Right. And as an elf,
You have perfect vision.
I see even at night at dusk, the ass is as clear as
It's,
day.
it's transcendent.
And I don't like it because I'm an elf, and I feel like he's bringing shame.
And let me be clear, you don't know why he has a red ass. This isn't something that you know anything about.
It's just something I'm mad about. Like when an old white gets mad about something. Like
Yeah, it's
So-
irrational.
yeah, I'm irrationally mad about the red ass. And am I thinking, did this fucking wizard do it? Like, is this why the ass is red? So then I grab 2 arrows from the quiver because I'm feeling feisty, and I line them up both at the same time.
Okay.
And then one goes right up the gooch, and then the other one goes like right
what
up.
is wrong with us?
Then the other one goes like right under like his chin.
Jesus. Okay. The old
And then
1-2. And then
the
does he
old-
fall backwards or forwards?
I mean, like,
Actually, no, I'm not going to let you decide that. I'm going to let fate decide that. He falls forwards over the
God.
cliff. So he like somersaults.
and lands next to the red ass.
So okay, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to roll. I'm gonna need you to roll because whenever his cloak billowed up earlier, you saw that he was also bottomless,
Ass.
but you
Right.
didn't see his ass. So
Right,
as
roll.
he's tumbling forward, he's gonna do a couple rotations. So I'm gonna need you to roll for perception as this is happening.
What's perception?
There's too much exposition around the red ass.
Look,
This is a book.
I'm God.
Oh yeah, it's 20 plus 4, baby. I'm about to perceive some shit.
Let me see it.
Wait, can you take a macro and then add on top of it?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try it. Come on, baby. Fuck!
Jesus.
No, let me retry.
Oh my
That's a
God.
freaking critical miss.
I perceived no ass.
Yeah, like you. I don't know what the critical miss is on this, other than like you see no ass.
I guess I got too lucky with my other rolls.
Okay, so he's dead. So now what happens is you see like so this bard was like he was making his way up. So that's like 3 turns like over here going up, and you know he's like struggling because Raphael hit him through his like loot in the chest. So he gets up here like on like the 5th story, and like he's like on one knee like dragging, and like he's like barely alive, and he like looks out over like the cliff, I mean the valley on his cliff, and like you can see, I guess Aguilar, you roll and Malice roll and Sirocco roll, and after this is happening,
What are we rolling?
20?
Perception. But while this is happening, John, you can roll your death saving throw to see if you see what they're about to see also as you open your eyes.
Fuck.
If you open your eyes.
Shit.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
So I gained back one.
We got some hot die.
So you gain back 1 HP. So you have to succeed 3 times in a row. Okay.
No, but if okay, hold on, let me read it again.
Well, since you rolled a 20, you're going to be conscious long enough to see this.
If you roll a 20 on the d20, you regain 1 hit point. So I think you are not unconscious anymore.
If you gain a hit point, then yeah, you're not at 0 anymore. Yeah. Wow. So wow. I mean, you had advantage on that too because Krunan's helping you and Malice played a song on you, right?
Yeah. I don't think I'm supposed to add the saving throw modifier
Why?
because
If it says it's a death saving throw, then I would say you add it.
well, I mean, because then it's essentially impossible to roll a 1 for anyone if you don't.
Well,
have
if you roll a run, you still take the 1.
Yeah, the 1 is
Regardless.
still like a true 1, just like that 20 is a
Oh,
true
okay.
20.
Okay, sure. Okay, so yeah, I guess we'll just leave that then.
So you roar back to life and like some strings attach in your brain.
It's a roar, but
And you see like, and then okay, Malice, you would know this, like the notes that are going to be coming out here. But this bard is like on the edge of the cliff, like on his knees, and he's like strumming the guitar with like trembling hands because he's bleeding so much. And like again, there's an arrow through or I guess the lute, not the guitar. There's an arrow through the lute that's still in his chest, and he's playing the lute like as like blood streams down it, and he's like playing this song that you know, Malice, that is about like the horrors of war and the horrors of like having to like deal with people dying basically, and he's like crying as he plays it, and y'all can Sirocco, you can see this like perfectly. Malice, you can't see it as well, but you can hear it obviously.
Okay.
So this bard's up there on the cliff doing this, and like y'all can look around and see that like there's obviously bodies everywhere and one red ass.
I'm gonna shout to the group that we should try to not kill that guy and get to him and see if we can figure out what they were doing here.
Yeah,
no,
combat's like
we should-
over.
We should interrogate him for sure, or ask him.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
I say ask nicely once.
Okay. Krunan is going to cast Cure Wounds again on John. So John, you gain 5 health.
alive.
I feel like I should also be able to pass John some type of potion. I don't know. we haven't agreed on how many of those I'll be able to have and carry potions and poisons, but
Right. I mean, you got a couple potions on you. It's not 0.
I'll save them for myself. No, I mean I can give John. I don't know how they work though. I mean, are potions something that's like actually like there's an agreed upon? I mean, like a
A
standard.
reasonable amount.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a D4 or whatever, or is it just like 5 HP?
Yeah, I don't know. We'd have to figure that out. But like I said, you have non-0 potions right now.
Okay, well I'm gonna give John a potion.
Okay.
Make his pain
He's
go
gonna
away.
drink it.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the bard guy what the hell they were doing here. Why the fuck they were fighting.
Okay. Again, he's like on the edge of the cliff, playing this song. So as you're like walking up, I'm gonna make a roll. So he actually falls off the cliff. It was a coin flip because I mean he was already perishing.
Well, shit.
So one of the things I wanted to do for like battles and stuff is actually do like loot. Like I'm like using like a loot generator to like create loot based on like it's like, you know, I don't know how to make it like reasonable. I have some judgment about what this generator spits out, but like I mean I'm just gonna assume y'all like search bodies every time. Like y'all don't have to tell me that. And then I'm gonna use a loot generator to tell you what you find, and like I'm not gonna have control over this. Again, like I enter in like the challenge rating of the encounter, and I can like there's judgment about whether or not like I'm gonna give you like if there's some ridiculous item that comes up, I probably won't include it. But I just rolled it here. Does anybody use shields?
I do.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
John shouldn't get shit.
John's laying dead on the ground.
John's dead.
That was
Like
fucking
that?
garbage in that
John's
encounter.
fucking dead. No,
We've already looted John's body. He's
yeah. I have John's fucking
Too late.
chainmail. My
The
armor
DM
class
said
is
there was a shield.
my
I'm
AC
getting
is
there.
Okay,
78.
so this is what you find on the bodies, other than like the
That's
normal
giving
shit.
John reason to live.
Like obviously they're all carrying like normal long swords and stabs and like robes and leather armor. So this is special stuff that you would find in addition that you like wouldn't find elsewhere. So you can disregard the gold stuff because we're not really gonna play around with that. Y'all have like enough gold to do normal things in the world.
I don't believe in gold.
Okay, that's fine.
So one thing is rare, just the
Shield of Missile Attraction sounds like it's a god tier item. So I didn't look that up before I hit enter on this, so it's canon now. Leather Bracer is a cloth hunter's cap threaded with electrum. Again, don't know what that is, but someone has it now. And a polished stone miniature of a tree.
Miniature of a tree.
Silk,
That sounds like a
silk
go-to
sash
for
threaded
me.
with silver, silk robe.
I can't wear armor, so I don't want any of it.
Wait,
You don't
what
want
is
to
it?
put this silk sash around your head.
I mean, does it take away my?
Hey, I'll take
movement speed?
the hunter's cap thing.
Okay.
That's me.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
y'all divide that amongst
The
yourselves.
hunter's clap sounds like a bad STD.
Yeah.
That sounds like a fantasy world STD.
My
Like,
dong-
he's got the hunter's clap.
My
All right,
dong
so,
is like
do
my
any of
dong is
these-
purple.
Do any of these, I
God
guess,
damn
like
it.
the polished stone miniature, is that? I mean, is that just something we come up with our own meaning, or is these are real
No.
items?
I'll add to that on the post game report.
I want the silk sash.
Okay.
I got an STD from this encounter. This
Okay,
is awful.
so what are y'all gonna do after this? So y'all just inspected the bodies, you went around. Agalor, did you take a closer look at the baboon ass or not?
I
And
was
then
gonna
y'all go
say-
through.
I went to try to find out the truth. I'm looking at the mage's ass.
So you're gonna stare into the red ass, and the red ass is also gonna stare into you. So I need you to roll. Let me give me a moment.
Oh wow.
Can you do me that kindness? Give me a moment.
Could you?
That shield's actually really awesome.
Wow, what the fuck? John died. Where does he get all the good shit?
Yeah.
John's
I'm
face
gonna kill
John's
John
face is like
for it.
pale, and there's like blood coming out of his eyes, and he's like, "Oh fuck yeah!"
We're
Shield of
giving
Missile
him the
Attraction."
game ball. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's good for y'all.
Yeah,
John
I mean, you
fucked
need
up.
all the armor you can get.
But he
Fucking-
got it. He got a
Jeez.
scene. They attacked us because of John.
John deserves nothing.
Yeah, I'm pissed.
I mean, no one else is gonna use the shield.
Oh, you get my default. No, I mean, I'd rather just take it and then throw it on the ground.
I don't even know how. I don't even know how. I can't even find a silk sash threaded with silver.
Yeah, none of this is real, Dylan.
Wait,
Get-
hold on.
I don't think the silk sash is like a magic item. I think that's just. I mean, again,
Yeah,
I'll
I just
expand on
wanna
this in a
know.
post game report. Like the miniature.
The polished stone miniature doesn't come up,
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing.
but I'm gonna
I think
take it.
I think this site is generating just like random objects, and
I'm
then
gonna
there's
take that miniature.
it's anything from a silk sash, which could mean nothing. I don't think it'll mean nothing. I'll make it mean something. Alejandro, roll Arcana.
God
Arcana
damn it.
check.
No, it's. I guess that's decent.
So what did you?
Wait,
It's like a green hat. That looks terrible.
That's what I'm wearing. I'm wearing that ugly hat. Fuck! I'm mystified. This
You
is fucking awful.
garner little from looking into the ass.
Alright.
Can we go check that like the head dude that was like fucking firing off all that crazy maid shit
Mm-hmm.
and check him for like orders or something?
Wait, that's what I just checked.
No, I
No.
thought you checked the other.
No,
I
the
thought you
other.
checked
This
the
is this guy.
Go check him.
Oh
Okay,
no,
so
I
this
was
guy's
trying to
got-
look at his ass.
Oh, you were looking at his ass? I thought you were saying looking at the red ass.
No, I
Oh,
was trying to look at this.
well, this guy's ass is blue.
All right. I'm madder than I was before. All right.
Yeah, so you search his body. So he doesn't have any orders on him or anything, but y'all can garner from like the things they do have on him, the guys that you didn't know. So again, you had the Red Scar orcs over here, and you had the Emeraldus elves over there. They're both mercenary companies, and the other group is the Yasar, who are like a weird fringe group that you don't know a lot about, but that's what group was over here on the cliffs with the wizards and the bard was the Yasar. So those are the three like mercenary organizations. You know a lot more about the Red Scar, like I said, because they're like orc savages. Emeraldus are like elvish, and the Yasar are just like a bunch of weirdos. As far as like that's the rumor about them. So the blue ass and red ass kind of line up with that, but you don't know what that is beyond that.
Okay, so I asked Raphael what he thinks these three factions are doing here.
Yeah. So he says it seems after like seeing kind of the Mexican standoff that we walked up on, it looks like they are all trying to get in to the temple, is what his assumption would be.
The temple that Will knows everything about.
No, that's the Sky Temple where the monks are, and that's half the
Yeah,
world.
that's what Alex joined.
No, the temple that y'all were sent here to go inside by Faye.
But because Will lives, he's from nearby. Does he have any like knowledge of this temple?
No, I mean y'all didn't even know this temple existed until Faye
Okay.
told you about it. It's not like this isn't like a marked place on a map.
Can we take a rest and heal?
How did all these Joe Schmoes know about it?
Yeah, y'all can take a rest. So if
Oh,
y'all do like
okay.
a short rest, let me look up the rules on that. But basically, I think y'all get to like heal some, gain your shit back, some of your shit. I don't know how many y'all use spells. Krunan used heal, cure wounds.
Oh, I didn't hellish rebuke that motherfucker. That was stupid of me. I could have hellish rebuked both those assholes.
Yeah, can you use that more than once?
Cantrip.
You can just hellish rebuke everyone that touches you.
One reaction when you take in response to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of that you can see. It's instantaneous. What does components mean?
Components is like what it takes to be able to use that. So like if you're like blinded, then like I think V is visual. You wouldn't be able to cast a visual spell. If you're silenced, S means you have to say words. So if you're
Okay.
silenced, you couldn't cast it.
Okay, so if they're making a dexterity saving throw, what are they making it against?
They would be making it against your spell modifier. So I don't know where you'd find that on like a non-wizard sheet, but it exists somewhere. Oh, it's under spell save DC on the
Okay, so it's
last
12.
page. Yeah, so that's what they'd have to beat in order to like dodge that or like take half damage of it, whatever it says. So yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, like the mercenary companies, it's not like impossible to think that they would be here. Like the mercenary companies in the Outlands are like infamous. The only one that's weird is the Yasar because you don't know much about them, but like these are
Okay.
known commodities, I guess. So yeah, Raphael says like we should take a short rest and then get inside before it gets too like cold out here because at night this desert area is gonna get like frigid. I mean, it's already night basically.
Okay.
Okay, so like Raphael and Krunan are like bandaging you up. Raphael has like knowledge of the forest and stuff, and Krunan's he already hit you with the healing word or whatever. Y'all are at the end of your short rest. Raphael says we should go inside and see what we find in here.
We follow him.
So when y'all walk in, there's this entrance, wide entrance to it. So whenever y'all walk in, y'all are immediately inside of again, it's sunken into the desert. I mean, sunken into the sand a little bit. So when y'all walk in, there's sand coming in. But as you walk in a little bit further, it's a wide area, and there's pillars on each side, and all over the ground is you can immediately see. You don't have to roll for it. There's bodies in white robes, and they're all from what you can tell, orcs. Just in the room, everybody roll perception for what you see next. Why does your name say Sirocco Pascal 3?
He's the third one to play his character.
I'm keeping count. That's my body count.
That's your body count? Okay, so Agalor and Darian, I guess just Agalor really. You can see a little person. You can, it's kind of far away. He's in the far corner of the room behind a pillar. You can see a shadow of a little person sneaking along. He's crouched. You can tell from your own affinity for sneaking that he's trying to move in the shadows and sneak, but you spot him.
Can I catch him? Can I make a move to try to catch him or
well,
follow
he's
him out on it?
So this
or-
room's 50 feet wide.
Big as fuck.
So he's pretty far away. You could sprint across the room and.
I'm gonna shoot him because my longbow has infinite range.
Okay.
What if we?
No.
Well, I don't know he's there. I don't even know he's there, so I can't actually say anything about this. I can't wait.
Well, can I so if that would be metagaming if I did what I did.
Wait, what do you mean? Y'all aren't in combat.
What I was about to do is metagaming.
Well, I can't be hey, look, there they are, and then everyone would look, and then the person would run away.
Yes,
you don't want that.
might happen.
We do not want that. So, okay, can I? Yeah, I'm gonna try to attack him. Fuck it.
Okay. So he's behind a pillar. You can see his shadow.
Yeah, look
but
at
you
that.
have
little
visible.
Oh my god.
So roll fucking dead shot over here. So this is what happens. Y'all walk in and you're whoa, look at all these fucking bodies in this huge temple room. And then Agalor just immediately draws an arrow and fires it into the shadows, and then roll damage. But you do hear a guy get hit.
Oh hell yeah!
You're fucking Legolas.
Okay, so this arrow, since it's such a ridiculous shot, it literally you weren't even trying to do this, but you shoot in between two pillars. It threads the needle. It bounces off one of the pillars behind him, and then ricochets and goes straight into his back. And then he comes out from the pillar and he's yelping because he's in pain. And you see him, you see him kind of run out more into the middle of the room, and he trips over one of the bodies on the ground. And I don't know how many bodies there are. There's over a dozen. One of the robed bodies on the ground. He trips over the body, and he lands near the center of the room. And you see, in unison, all of the bodies start to, rise up. And, there's, groaning. And that's the end of the scene. Yeah, that's what happens.